friends, I'm Audrey and I'm so sorry I haven't posted a video in a long time. I've just really been busy with regents and midterm, but the good news is that it's summer now and I have a lot of time to make videos, so you'll be getting more videos. Well, let's excuse that long intro and welcome back. And please don't forget to subscribe down below, and also click on the little bell here. If you're on a computer, it should be lower, or if you're on a mobile device too, just press on the bell so that you can get notified whenever we make videos, because there will be a lot more videos coming up. Okay, so today I will be telling you a story. This is about the time I lied to the cops, and it's a really crazy story, so let's get into it. Alright, so this is how the story began. Me and my friend, I don't think he'll mind if I say his name. His name is Marlon, and he also has a YouTube channel, and I'll ask him if he wants me to link him down below, and I will if he does. Okay, so me and my friend Marlon, it was a summer, and we went to Dollar Tree. We were in the search for some supplies to make our teaching artist a gift, and it was, you know, something, a DIY we wanted to make, so we went to buy stuff from Dollar Tree. We go in and we're shopping, we're going around, and it's summer, it's hot, so I'm wearing this like fabric overall thing, and it's really loose and flowy, and all I have on me is my iPhone 6 in my pocket, and then I had a little wallet with money in it on my other pocket. And we're just walking around Dollar Tree, regular, just buying stuff, supplies. And then I noticed my phone's missing. And I'm like, Marlon, have you seen my phone? I thought it was in my pocket. And he was like, oh yeah, I have it, haha. Basically, he tried to trick me, and you know, that failed. I found out he had the phone and whatever. We kept shopping and everything, and boom. It was normal. We finished shopping, we got all the materials we needed, then we left the store. And then we're walking down the block, and we see this like piragua stand, which is a person that has like this ice cube, like a big one, and then they have different syrups, and they shave the ice, they put it in a cup, and then they add syrup to it, and that's a piragua, if you didn't know. Okay, so we see the piragua stand, and we're like, oh, we want one. So we go to the stand, and then I tell the guy, hey, can I get a cherry one? And then boom, he makes it. And then I reach into my pocket to like take a snap of the piragua that I have on my hand, and my phone is not in my pockets. And I'm just like, Marlon, do you have my phone? And he's like, no, this time I really don't have it. And I was just like, what do you mean you don't have it? Like, where's my phone? And I'm getting really worried, and I have the piragua in my hand, and I'm just so annoyed. And then we start looking through my pockets, we start looking through his pockets, we start looking through all the bags that we had, and there is no phone. So we're like, alright, we'll just go back to Dollar Tree and check. So we go back to Dollar Tree, we relocate our footsteps, and we see nothing. There's no phone there. I'm freaking out because my mother would kill me if she found out that I lost my iPhone 6, and I just have a history of like messing up phones. It would be really bad if I had lost another phone. Like, my mom would have killed me. I'm freaking out, and I'm like, Marlon, I can't lose this phone, we have to find it. So we talked to the manager at Dollar Tree, and we're like, hey, can you check the cameras, because my phone was stolen. I'm not sure in what aisle it happened, but I told her that I was in aisle like blank. I was in between 3 aisles. It wasn't that much. So I told her, and she's like, right now we're busy, we'll check the cameras later on to see. Please leave us your number and we'll get back to you if we find it. So I give them my number, and then they also said to call the cops, that they suggest doing that. That way they're for sure able to check the cameras and do some paperwork and stuff. So I'm like, okay. So we call from my friend Marlon's phone, we call the cops, and the cops say that they're on their way, da da da. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting. It's been like 2 hours after we called, and they still haven't showed up, and we're still in Dollar Tree there. And me and Marlon were just like, oh my gosh, I'm screwed, that's it, my phone's gone. So I have the bright idea of going on my iCloud account to find my iPhone thing from my friend's phone, and it's telling me that my phone is 3 blocks away, and I'm just like, yep, definitely someone took it and they left with it, and now I'm screwed. So we we were thinking of just waiting for the cops so that way we can tell them where it's at and we could go with the cops to locate it, because if we went alone, that's really scary. What if someone, like some buff man, and he could like kill us? I don't know. I was just really scared. I was young. So I decided to just go alone, go with Marlon to go trace the phone to see at least what block it would be on, because the cops, it already passed 3 hours since we called them and they haven't showed up. So me and my friend Marlon, we start chasing the iCloud thing, and then it loses like the connection. So it told us that the last time it was in that spot, it was about an hour and something ago. So it's not really the best, like, you know, location for it, but it was something, and we still followed it. We went to the block and it led us to like this street, and it was like a car place, like an automobile place where you buy cars and, you know, you get gas and stuff. It was like a gas station mixed with a car selling store. I don't really know the name of it, but whatever. And we're just like, what the hell, this place looks so like sketchy. There's no one there, all the lights are off, it's closed, but it's telling us that it's inside there. So me and my friend Martin were just like, we're gonna be late to this event and we need to make our teaching artist a present already so we can go. So we just decide to come home to my house, and I'm acting really regular. My mom's home and I'm pretending like nothing happened to my phone. Like, we just went to Dollar Tree, bought the things, came back home, and nothing happened. My mom didn't ask any questions. We made the gift, we went to the event, we gave the teacher the gift, and I'm worried this whole time because I don't have my phone, and I know when I get home I'm about to get it. And this is where the story gets really crazy. Event is over, it's time to go home, and I'm walking home with my other friend, and her name is Geisha, and I'm thinking of things I can tell my mom so that she won't kill me about this phone, and all I can think of is lying. And I really didn't want to lie, but I had to. I didn't want my mom to know that I lost my phone earlier in the day and that I waited all the way till the night to tell her. So me and my friend thought up the lie that someone stole my phone. So when I get home, I'm thinking of using that lie, and you know, I'm using my acting skills. I get home and I start, like, once my mom opens the door, I start bawling, like I'm crying my eyes out, and my mom's like, what happened, come in, and I come in, she sits me down, and you know, I'm still acting, right? I'm crying, and I'm like, Mom, you won't believe what happened. And then she's like, what happened, tell me. And I'm just like, no, you're gonna kill me if you know what happened. I gave her the most basic description ever. I told her that this tall guy with a white t-shirt, dark jeans, and he was dark skinned. Mom's like, what, someone stole your phone? Are you okay, what happened? And I told my mom that while I was going up the steps, this guy came behind me, snatched the phone. I tried to chase him, but then I was too late and I couldn't catch him. And I'm telling her that I was alone and that I had just came back from the event, and my mom's really worried, and she's like, no, we have to call the cops. We can't let this happen. This block can't be unsafe. And I'm just like, call the cops? Really? Do you have to? I'm trying to play it off, and I'm like, we don't have to really call the cops, Mom. And she's like, yes, we do. So she starts calling from the house phone, and once she called, I run to the room and I disconnect the house phone so that she wouldn't be able to make the call through. She's like, oh my gosh, this phone doesn't work, we're gonna have to purchase a new one. And I'm just like, okay, oof, no cops, okay, great. And then after that, she decides to use her cell phone and call the cops. Really, nigga? And I disconnect the Wi-Fi because in my house we don't have good service Wi-Fi, in the hopes that she wouldn't be able to make the phone call. But then she goes next to the window and she's able to make the call, and she calls the cops. They come here, they get to the door, and the thing is that my mom knows she knows a little bit of English, but she mostly speaks Spanish, and I'm trying to translate, and I'm using that to my advantage. Like, I could lie to her again, you know. I was a really bad child, and the guy is telling me that all I can do right now is make a report, and I'm telling my mom that there's nothing that they can do, and that there's no point of making a report because it already happened. I'm like really making a big lie at that moment. And then she started arguing, and I was like, damn it, I'm going to have to tell her that she can make a report. So I told her that she can make a report, and she's like, okay. Then we go in with the cops, and they drive us around so I can tell them where the event happened. And oh my gosh, I was just lying my ass off, and I'm telling them like, yeah, I was walking through this part of the stairs and we get a whole view. And then the cop, he comes out of the cop car, and then he goes into the store because he's trying to find cameras around the block so that they can search them up and then get the evidence and put it on the news how they always do, and then they get the stealer, the robber, whatever. So he goes into the corner store and he sees that they have a camera, so he's asking the owner if the camera works, and the owner told him that the camera doesn't work. So I'm like, oof, thanks Lord Jesus, good, we're good to go, there's nothing we can do. And then there's another camera across the street which has a perfect view of where I told them the scenario happened. So they were like, okay, we can make a report, let's take it to the precinct. So we go to the precinct, and then they pair me up with some detective, right? And then I tell them my lie again, and at this moment I know that I should tell the truth, but I'm too deep in it, and I just know that my mom will slap me, embarrass me, I don't know. I was just thinking the worst, and I just kept lying. So at this moment I lied to the cops, I lied to a detective, and I lied to my mom. So 3 people. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So the story is not done yet. So the detective is getting my story down, and then she starts searching up like the street view, and I'm telling her the story again, like the big lie. And she's like, okay, don't worry honey, here's my business card, we're going to solve this, and they're going to check the cameras, it's bound to be found, and we will get this person and get you justice. And I'm just like, why did we have to do this? Oh my gosh. But anyways, after that she gives us our business card, and me and my mom, and I'm like, my heart is racing, and I'm trying to tell my mom that it is all a lie, but then I think that it's too late, and I just don't tell her nothing. So after that we left, and the cops drove us back home, and my mom, on the way home, she starts calling my grandma. And when she calls my grandma to tell her what had happened, it's over. It's over. The whole DR knows, the whole Brooklyn knows, the whole world knows, because my grandma spreads the word so fast, like you do not understand, girl. Oh my gosh. So basically she told my grandma, and I'm feeling so guilty at this moment. I'm just like, oh my gosh, everyone's gonna know I'm a liar, I'm gonna have to live with this, and when the cops figure it out, they're gonna know that I was lying, and I'm going to get in so much trouble. And I'm just like, I'm overwhelmed by the scenario, and I just can't, like, it can't do nothing about it. And then we get out the cop car, my mom is done talking to my grandma, and she sees a neighbor in front of the building, and she tells the neighbor about what happened to me too. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, everyone's gonna know that I'm a liar, I can't have this happen, I have to tell my mom the truth. So I'm trying to like rush my mom to get home and to stop talking to everyone, because she's Dominican, she loves to talk, and there's nothing stopping her. When she's walking, if she sees a person she knows, she'll start a whole conversation with them, and with the next, and with the next. So I get her home, I sit down in the kitchen, and I'm looking really worried, and I'm just like, Mom, I have to tell you something. And she's like, well honey, it's okay, don't worry, the cops have the whole story down, we're gonna get justice. And I'm just like, you don't understand, Mom, I lied to you. She was like, what do you mean? And I told her the whole truth, which is what I told you in the beginning. And my mom is so annoyed right now. She's looking at me like, Audrey, I will never trust you again. No way, you just lied to me and lied to everyone like that. I'm so disappointed. And at that moment, I was feeling so down. Like, wow, I really let my mom down and everyone. She said that the detective was already making a report, and we had to call her to tell her what happened. So I called the detective, and I told her the truth, and I told her that I had lied to my mom because I didn't want to get in trouble with her. And then after that she was like, that is really wrong, that you're not supposed to lie to the cops. Until this day I never heard back from the detective. I'm pretty sure she discarded my whole case, and I'm guessing that's a sign of God that I never got justice for that, because that was a big lie. It was just really crazy, man. Like, this little tiny lie turned so big. And moral of this story, do not lie to your parents, because the lie will get bigger and it'll keep growing, and it'll just get crazy. So yeah, that was a story about the time that I told a lie to cops. I hope you enjoyed it, and please stay tuned for the next video, and don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the little bell so that you can be notified anytime I upload a video. And thanks for watching. Bye.